All right. We're rolling there. We're rolling here. Facebook, TikTok. It's all loading up. What's up? What's up? What's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. We're gonna see if we're gonna finally be able to roll on Instagram today. I'm gonna try it out after like what 20, like what 10, 12 days. Let's see. I doubt it, but it's probably yeah. Knew it. So y'all can see for the record. Still can't go live on Instagram. That's just what it is. But whatever, we're going to still carry on with this one here today. We're going to be diving into the podcast very shortly. I hope you guys and girls are having an amazing day. Without wasting any time, let's break it the fuck down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, people. Yo, what's up? What's happening? Welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. Hope you're having an amazing day. It's your host, IFBB Pro Matt Butale, coming at you with another topic. And today we will be talking about slow metabolisms. But before we dive in, I want to let you know that you are welcome to join the Meathead Monsters Club. It's a free Facebook community where you get the opportunity to meet other meatheads like yourself online. All right, don't forget to screenshot and share this podcast on your IG story to show support. It would go miles for me. Also, if you have any questions you'd like to ask me, or if you'd like to tune into the live recording to see exclusive behind the scene footage, you can search for Matt Butale on Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. All right, shameless plug to my YouTube channel. If you aren't subscribed to already, you can subscribe to that. To catch me on the live stream. You know it's good. All right, let's dive into it. Let's break it down. Let's talk about the meat and potatoes. What is a slow metabolism? All right, let's break it down. Okay, so a slow metabolism essentially is, aside from an excuse that other people use to sort of weasel their way out of not committing to a nutrition protocol or committing to a fat loss journey or muscle building journey, a slow metabolism is something that most people probably suffer with. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I do know that a lot of people do have a quote unquote a slow metabolism. So essentially what that is it just means your body metabolizes foods slower. So let's say you don't know what metabolize means. All right, so metabolize, the ability to break down and absorb, utilize when it comes down to your body and absorbing food and transforming it into energy. Okay, converting it into energy, right? Utilizing micronutrients, macronutrients, so on and so forth. Metabolism, your body's ability to metabolize foods, also your body's ability to metabolize and utilize fat cells, okay, as a source of energy, right? So that we can actually burn the fat that's on our frame, right? So when you see people saying, oh, I've got a slow metabolism, I think that they refer to themselves as being people that put on weight easily when they eat, or if they ever binge. Like they say, oh, my metabolism's slow, so it's going to take forever for the fat to melt off, or at least for my body to absorb the food, and that's going to make me fat, blah blah blah. All right, so that can be the case for some people, but for most people it's not. And the reason why I'm saying that for most people it's not is because most people don't actually go to the doctor and test their metabolism. Metabolism isn't something that you feel. It's not something that you can guess. You know what I'm saying? It's not, like, simply put, it's not the holy grail of explanations as to why you can't do something. Oh, my metabolism's slow, so this is the reason why I'm fat. Oh, my metabolism is slow. This is the reason why I can't grow muscle. Or I'm sorry, my metabolism's too fast. I can't grow muscle. I can't put on any size. So metabolism is something that I've seen people utilize the term. They've utilized the term, and I think that they don't know what it really means, and they're just throwing it around as an excuse. But today we're going to be breaking it down past the excuse, looking at some markers and some identifiers to actually figure out if you have a slow metabolism. And before we dive into that, I want to let you know that the best way to find that out is by going to a nutritionist or a doctor, someone that specializes in reading these things. Okay. So you'll never just be able to guess or reflect that, because I've been fat all my life or skinny all my life, that my metabolism is inherently fast or slow. It could be faster or slower than the average. But long story short, we all have the ability to change our nutrition habits and our training habits to, I guess, in a way, alter our metabolisms. Okay. So when your basal metabolic rate is low, your BMR, it means that you burn calories slower or at a lower rate while you're resting. Okay. That is one of the many contributing factors that people that say that they have a slow metabolism fare with. They do have low BMRs. Okay. It means that they're burning calories at a slower rate And that's why the fat is taking forever to get off of their body. Why are they burning fat at a lower rate? Well, first of all, are they physically active? Are they doing things to actually shed calories? Like, is there a caloric expenditure increasing? Is the amount of calories that they're burning increasing every single day, or is it at a constant every single day? That's a question you got to ask yourself. And then for the nutrition, okay, are you eating in a caloric deficit? Or are you eating in a surplus? Or are you eating in maintenance? These things are going to help you factor out if your metabolism is actually slow. Okay. When your BMR is low, you are more likely to gain weight with less foods since you don't efficiently burn the calories while resting. Okay. And burning calories while resting can be still in a form of light exercise. And again, I said resting. Yes, you heard me. Walking the dog, going up the stairs, making sure you hit 10,000 steps. Okay. That's the physical expenditure. Like that's you physically getting rid of calories. And then to aid that, you have your nutrition. To give yourself a caloric deficit is to also force your body to utilize the amount of, we'll say, energy, in this case, the fat, as an energy storage, which will in turn burn calories because fat has calories. Okay. The key word here is resting, though. Your resting metabolic rate essentially is what's going to give you that idea as to leaning towards having a faster or slower metabolism. And even that is not indefinite. It can fluctuate. It's fluid. It can move around so long as you do. If you decide to start training, if you decide to start eating in a right way, I don't want to say in the right way, but in a right way for you, the best nutrition protocol that helps you get to your goals and at the same time doesn't make you feel like you're suffering, that's something that you should consider. It's a tool that will help you sort of, we'll say, toggle your slow or fast metabolism and bend it in your favor. Okay? We all have the ability to increase our BMRs. And I just explained one way how to do it. Simply eating a caloric deficit, training at least 3 to 4 times a week consistently. Again, it won't only increase your BMR, but it'll also, quote unquote, speed up your metabolism. Okay? And yeah, it's going to vary for every person. It's going to be different for every person. But the fact of the matter is that your metabolism isn't permanent. Okay? You can change it, it's fluid, right? But in order to change it, you must change your habits. You must actually change what you're doing. Okay? Being more physical instead of completely resting and not doing anything. That's one way. This is the easiest way. And then the second thing that you should do with it, not separate, but with it, mitigating the calories that you're consuming. Mitigate the amount of calories that you're consuming. Stop overeating. Get out of a caloric surplus. If you're at caloric maintenance, either increase your caloric expenditure by training more frequently or harder, or reduce the amount of food that you're taking. Okay. And that's going to help your body do the very best that it can to burn the fat that you already have and speed up your metabolism. Make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. If you're watching the live stream, just drop a comment down there saying it makes sense. And if you were listening to the recording, just nod your head silently. Okay. This will help you make way more progress. Okay. There's going to the gym, there's eating. But if you don't actually know how your body is operating, you can kind of end up spinning your tires out, not really getting anywhere. And if you're one of those people that say, I can't get anywhere because of this, I can't get anywhere because of that, and your so-called excuse so happens to be metabolism, well, this is the podcast episode for you to help you understand that it isn't your metabolism, it's your habits. Because your metabolism essentially changes as your body does. Unless it's a rare case of some other genetic predisposed condition that you might be suffering from at birth. But that's pretty much how it works for 90% of the healthy human beings that live on planet Earth. Make sense? Again, guys and girls, the way to increase or speed up your metabolism is to increase the amount of muscle that you have on your body. Okay? Because muscle burns more calorie on your frame than fat, which means if you are a person with more fat than muscle on your body, when you are resting, your body is going to burn less calories. Why? Because if you have a lot of fat, and we understand that fat isn't as calorically expensive as muscle, which simply means it doesn't affect your BMR or your metabolic rate as much as muscle does, then we can understand that if you add more muscle to that equation and potentially reduce your fat at the same time, your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, will increase, which means you will burn more calories while you are resting and doing nothing. Okay. So I know it's weird because most of the people, if not all of them, that want to burn fat essentially focus on burning fat. But the bigger picture is actually not only burning fat, but building muscle at the same time. Because if you can get rid of the fat and you can put more muscle where the fat used to be, your BMR increases and it becomes not only easier for you to lose weight, but it becomes almost effortless to keep all of your progress. All right. Does that make sense? All right. Sit with that. Okay. So the next time you tell yourself that you can't lose weight because your metabolism is slow, think twice or flip the script. The next time you tell yourself that you can't gain weight because your metabolism is too fast, think twice. You probably need a bigger caloric surplus. You probably need a little bit more rest days. You got to let your body accumulate the amount of calories that you're consuming. Okay. And again, I want to reiterate there is no real way to quote unquote guess your metabolism. Okay. Or your BMR, your metabolic rate. Your best bet would be to go out to reach out to a physician or a dietitian or nutritionist to help record info regarding your metabolic functions and generally how your body's operating. To have analytical data, even when it comes to blood work and things of that sort, as to how your body is functioning is incredibly important. I urge you, if you're listening to this, to go at least quarterly, 4 times a year, every 3 months, get your general checkup, blood work, and if you've got the finances, depending on where you live, look at your heart health. Look at everything. Get as much info as you can recorded on a piece of paper so that you can utilize it to help create a nutrition protocol or help you create a training protocol that is going to not only give you the results that you want, but help you keep them. Cool? Does that make sense? All right, people. Now it's time for y'all to take action. If you like this episode, share it out with a friend. I hope I was able to deliver a valuable experience to you guys and girls today. Thank you so much for your precious time and attention. Also, if you want to lose 25 pounds and become a part of the Natural Nomad Academy and have me as your coach, feel free to DM me and I'll see if you'll be a good fit. P.S. I don't want to monetize this podcast because I respect your time and I don't want any ads to play because I just want you to get straight fucking value. Okay. So don't forget to screenshot and share this podcast to your IG stories. Show love, show support. I would really fucking appreciate it. Let's embrace your inner meathead together. All right. It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. Natural IFBB Pro Maputale signing out. Boom. All right, folks. Podcast is recorded. It's in the air. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I will be airing it to Apple Podcasts and Spotify, so you can check the replays out over there if you want. If you want to hit it up while you're driving, while you're cooking, while you're doing whatever the fuck you're doing, you are more than welcome to do that on your own. All right, folks. And I appreciate all the love here on TikTok because normally what I usually do is I go on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, and I would live stream all 4 of them simultaneously. And then we'd be able to get all the people from different communities talk at the end of the live stream and have our little Q&A time. But since I've been banned from going live on Insta, I got rid of the Q&A time for the moment being. But when I can go live on that again, I will reintroduce Q&As because I just don't get those many questions outside of Instagram on the live streams. All right. So if you enjoyed this, share it out to a friend, tell a friend, let somebody know that you heard some dope shit, that you learned something fucking awesome. And we'll be back again to deliver with the next episode. All right. Piano tutorial. Appreciate you, sir or ma'am, or whatever you identify as. Jared, thanks for the ice cream cone. Much fucking love. Oh, you got me up to those many likes, dude. Appreciate you. Fuck yeah. Fucking dope. So, so I've got a couple of questions here then. I guess I'll scan through them real quick before I fly out. Hey, Trent says, yo, your boys with my guys at Fitness Element, right? Don't know who you're referring to, but I know the owners of Fitness Element. I know a couple of people that go there. It's a pretty fucking sick joint. I like it. Thanks for the follow, Mr. Hacker underscore 12 million or whatever, 1200,000. Hello, Eli 9 up. Dixon, what's up? He says, you should be grateful because if this were 100 years ago, you'd be on a farm somewhere. Love the love, bro. Thanks for the fucking bullshit. This is sarcasm, if you can't tell. Can you get me a keyboard? I broke mine. Ask your mom. Homie says, what does high metabolism mean? I have it and lose so much weight. So essentially high metabolism means that your body is functioning really, really fast, burning through all the nutrients that you're putting to it or through it, and you're not getting a chance to let the calories stick so that you can grow every single week. So typically, people that say that they have a high metabolism often struggle with not actually eating enough and drinking enough water. So for you, I don't know your stats. I don't know how tall you are, how much you weigh, and all those things. But just off of the top of my head here, just for an example's sake, um, most skinnier people that were born skinny that want to grow muscle have to end up eating between 250 to 400 calories more than they would need to maintain their weight. So you have three sort of caloric settings here. We'll say deficit for losing weight, maintenance for maintaining your size, and then a surplus for growing. Okay. And of course, not every single one of them are restricted to a specific thing. Like you can still grow muscle and burn fat at the same time, but it'll take you way longer to get like 20 pounds out of that than if you were to just do a surplus and then, a slight surplus, nothing crazy, a slight surplus over your maintenance level of calories and then train for a period of time, consistently drinking your water every single day between 3 to 4 liters, depending on your ability to drink water and hold it down, all those things. So many other variables. But long story short, bro, just to answer it, high metabolism just means you're not eating enough. Okay. If you want to grow muscle, get stronger, get bigger, you've got to eat more. And I know you might be sitting there thinking, fuck, I eat a lot. Dude, you've got to eat more. And I know this because I personally was a skinny kid growing up, and I thought that my metabolism was the fastest thing in the world. And it probably is fast for you, just like how it was for me, or I think it was, but you've got to eat more to sort of not slow it down, but to catch up to your metabolism, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Does it mean you burn off more weight? So essentially, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Dope. Dope. Oh, so he gave us the stats. He's 4'11 and 140 pounds, and you eat a lot. So thanks for sharing your information. 4'11, 140. That's dope. So I can tell you're on the shorter side, and at 140, you shouldn't be skinny at 4'11. You should be somewhere in the middle, closer to the bigger side or the chubbier side, and you eat a lot. So again, a lot, the term a lot is variable. What does that mean? How many meals? How many calories? How many, macronutrients, your protein, carbs, and fats? So off the rip, just tell me how many calories do you eat? Okay. Let me know how many calories you eat. I only got 1 minute left here. So if you're here, dope. If you're not, definitely you can check out my Instagram. It's in my bio in TikTok, and you can shoot me a message and we can pick up this conversation. All right. What's this here? All right, buddy. So that's it. That's enough time for me here today. If you have any questions, hit me on the hit. Shoot me a message on Instagram, and I'll get back to you, man. I appreciate you for sticking around and asking questions and being dope, bro. Much fucking love, my dude. All right, that's it. That's all. We are signing out, people. Much fucking love. Peace.